did you realize your parents were failing you? When I was 11, my mom trusted me with all her heart because by that age, I had already learned how to do my own laundry, how to cook a meal with only 3 ingredients, and how to wrap a tight blanket around myself at night so it felt like someone was holding me. And it's not like my mom was absent from the home or anything. She just spent all her time locked in her room working on her art. And as for why her art was never enough to pay the bills, I just figured that she trusted me enough to make budget-friendly choices. So even when I woke up in the middle of the night to gum shots, or the 100-degree heat in summer because we had no AC, I felt a sense of deep pride. And whenever I went to my friends' houses, I always cooked the entire house dinner, and they'd wake up to the house spick and span. Counters wiped, sofas hoovered, even got the dollar bills that fell in between the cushions. They'd always say things like, "Wow, your mom must be an incredible woman with how well she raised you." And I'd respond with a huge beaming smile, "Yes, she is the best." No one ever questioned why I was so underweight, why I wasn't able to sleep in a bed, and instead always opted for the hardwood floor, why I couldn't even get through a sentence without apologizing. Always just thought I was mature and polite. So one day when my mom came out of her room for the first time in days, I lunged towards her. "Mommy, look at my report card. The teacher said I did really good." "That's nice, honey," she said with a sigh, her tobacco breath burning my nostrils. "Can you tell mommy what day it is?" "Wednesday." I thought if I could make myself seem cheery enough, then she would finally love me in the way I wanted. Until suddenly she started thrashing around the place and punched a hole in the drywall. Fuck, 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 I thought it was effing Thursday. I thought the payout was today. When I walked up to her, she lifted her fist as if she was about to take her anger out on me. So I made sure to speak really quickly. "Mom, I have $20. Immediately her face softened. "Honey, you are the kindest, most mature girl a mother could ever ask for." But I didn't have time to savor the moment, because as soon as she snatched it from my hand, she walked over to the store to buy art supplies, came home and went back to working on her art. Now you may be wondering where I got the $20 from. Well, there was this rich kid at school who always had lunch money. He was mean to everyone anyway, spitting on kids that looked poor. I started to keep a mental record of who I could take from and when, all for those brief moments when mom would emerge, needing another $20, another $40, another fix of her art supplies. And like all preteens breaking the law, I got cocky. And after just 3 months, Ms. Lee caught me. I already knew what was going down when she called me into her office. I thought she was going to call the police, or at least scream at me, but no. Instead, she asked me questions. Not an interrogation, more like making conversation. Her: "What's your favorite food?" Me: "Rice with ketchup." Her: "What do you and your mom like to do for fun together?" Me: "Sometimes the day after she gets her government check and she does art in her room, I sit by the crack in her door and talk about my day." Her: "What time do you go to sleep at?" Me: "At 2 a.m. when my mom goes quiet." The entire time I had a smile on my face, just happy to talk to an adult that cared about me. But when I looked up, I saw it. Her eyes filled with tears. She told me to wait there while she went to go get someone, and handed me a Nintendo Switch to keep me occupied. And 2 hours later, I heard a knock on the door. It wasn't just Ms. Lee, because it was Ms. Lee with 2 police officers and a lady in a suit who said she was from Family Services. They all had the same look, like they were trying to smile but couldn't quite manage it. "Sweetie, we're going to take a ride to your house," the lady said. "We need to check on your mom." I began hyperventilating. "No